Hey guys, it's Jen from JCats Creations, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make my chenille daisy petal wreath. This is actually going to be a very simple demonstration. The thing is that it is kind of time consuming to actually sit and make the bundles. So if you are looking for something easy, it checks that box. But it is something that is a little time consuming, so that's up to you guys if it's something you want to go ahead with or not. So the main thing we are going to need is pipe cleaners, chenille stems, fuzzy sticks, whatever you call them. You're going to need a whole bunch of these. And then I did use an 8-inch wire Dollar Tree frame, and that's it for the actual wreath itself. Now, if you want to attach these with zip ties, you will need 36 zip ties. And if you want to attach them with the pipe cleaners, you will need 18 more. And all I do is just cut them in half and use them that way. But for the long, they're 12 inches, which is like standard pipe cleaner size. I did use 126, so it is quite a few. Don't worry about remembering numbers, anything like that. I'm going to put everything down in the description box. So at this point, I'm just going to get into it because it really is that easy. So let me get this out of the way. So for how I made this, now it wasn't what I set out to do. It's what I ended up with. Are there more possibilities, variations, all of that? I'm sure. I made this last weekend, playing around a little bit, so I'm sure there's a lot more that could be done here. But for now, we take 3 of the red pipe cleaners, and then all I'm going to do is, I get pretty close to the ends here, I'm just going to twist them together. There's a good chance your fingertips are going to hurt after you do all of this. So if you want to break it up and do it in sessions, you totally could. That's what I did last weekend. So I'm just going to join those together. I just give it a little tug, make sure it's tight. So that's 3 red pipe cleaners joined together. So then I'm going to do the same thing with 3 white ones. Now I get all my pipe cleaners on Amazon. I'll put links to that. I mean, they're pretty widely available, so wherever you want to buy them from is totally up to you. And then again, just going to twist it together. Just a little tug, make sure it's good. And then I have my single blue one that I'm putting aside for right now. So all I'm going to do, and actually let me zoom in so you guys could see that a little better. Okay, so where I join them together, I'm lining them up. I'm gonna make a loop, and now I'm going to just push together where I join them together on the other side. So that's all pretty even. That's all we're looking for right here. This does not have to be perfectly lined up or matched up. So we're just going to do that. So then from here, I put my thumb right in the middle of it. I'm going to take the 2 on this side, bring them up. I'm going to push that in a little bit so it gives it a little bit of a pinch. And now I'm going to make a loop out of these. And I just line those up with the edge of what I already had there in the middle. So now, I'm just going to fiddle, yeah, so it sits right. So now I have 4 loops. And then I'm just going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to push that up, make a loop, line it all up together. Now your loops may not all be perfectly perfect of the same size, which is totally fine and doesn't matter. And I know that's probably weird to hear me say that of all people, but I promise you it does not matter if they are not all perfect. So I have all that lined up like that. So for this, because blue is a dark color, it's heavy. So that's why I didn't want to have a ton of blue in it. So I'm just going to lay that on top, make a loop, And again, I'm just lining it all up so it's all pretty even here at the bottom. You're going to take this, scoop it up. Now, if you have to get a clip involved or whatever, so at this point you could use your zip tie. I'm going to use a pipe cleaner, a rubber band I've seen people use, whatever works for you. And then I'm just going to do that. And all I'm making sure is that I'm catching all of these ends at the bottom. And then I'm just going to give this a few really good twists to make sure it's not going anywhere. And then you have your bundle. It looks like this. I wouldn't get crazy about trying to move them around, because once you have all of these on the frame, they all just kind of run together and do whatever they want. And it's probably one of the easiest things I've ever done, honestly. So all you're going to be doing is making these bundles. You will need 36 of them. Now on this frame, zoom back out again a little. We have a little more. Okay. This is going the right way. I decided when I made this to flip it upside down because I wanted it to have more of a, like a cone shape to it. So I did it this way. Is it going to look exactly the same if I flip it over? I don't know, because I haven't done it yet. I would think it would look pretty close. So if you want to do that, that shouldn't really be a big deal. Now, I only used the middle wire and the inner wire on this, mainly because once I got into it and realized how much longer it was taking than I wanted it to, I didn't want to do more than I needed to. So if you want to do the outer ring, go right ahead. I don't know how many it will take. I could probably think about it, come up with an estimate. I'll put that in the description. But for now, all I'm going to be doing is I put one on each of the crossbars, and then it's going to be 5 in each of the middle pieces here. And that's all. It's just attaching them to the frame. Just a couple twists so it doesn't go anywhere. Now I have a few that I made up, so I could just kind of show you what I do when I am attaching them. So here's another one. And again, just gonna get it attached on there. The only thing I do is I just kind of slide underneath, because I want all the blue to kind of be on top there like that. And that's the only thing I do. Like, I don't really mess with anything because it's just going to fall into place and do what it wants anyway. And they're pipe cleaners, so they're super easy to move around and arrange if you really wanted to. And just a couple here. It's like super easy, guys. And that's it. And then I just slide it over, and I just make sure that the blue is on the top. And I didn't really realize when I initially did it, but this blue will stick out like just a touch more all the way around. So it kind of gives like a nice little accent to it when it's finished. So that's it. That's all I'm going to do on the middle ring. And then for the center, I'm just going to go in between every single one. I'll zoom in so you can see. I'm just going to be going in between every single one that I put on the middle one. So for example, like that, you just get it in there, secure it, and that's all I'm going to do. And just make sure that it's laying above, so it does that. And I have another one made up, so I could pop that on and show you in between these two. And the same thing, I just kind of slide it just so that all these blues are sticking up. So you could see how it all, it all just kind of goes and does what it wants. And that's fine, because it really wasn't meant to be anything super complicated. So I said the most complicated part is the time it takes to make the bundles. I would estimate, if you're moving along pretty well, probably about 2 hours to make all 36 that you need. But if you want to take a break and come back later, it's super easy to do that. So whatever works for you is fine. So I have the one that I finished last weekend. So this is what, let's see if I can go out a little bit more. Okay. I'm actually in my kitchen, which is not normal for me. So that's why you may see that it's a little different. My craft room's such a mess, I couldn't even do this down there. But this is what it looks like just with those two rows. So if you wanted to go and add another one, you know, on this outer frame, you're just going to get more volume. It's about 16 inches the way it is. So it's a little smaller, but it's very compact. And as you can see, there is quite a bit of a depth to it, you know, so it kind of ends up being nice looking. Now in the original one, I had used the plastic grid. I didn't know what I was doing for the center to begin with. And unfortunately, I really can't show you how I put the center together today because the sign that I ordered isn't going to be here for like another week or so. And I really wanted to get this done for you guys because I know 4th of July is coming up. So if you guys want me to do a tutorial, excuse me, when that sign comes in, I can do it. Just let me know in the comments. But with any flower wreath, you could do whatever you want for the center. So this part really, you know, it didn't matter to me as much to show it. The sign is about 6 inches, but I wanted it to be 7. I would say 7 or 8 inches would be the best size for this. So I just had to attach it. This is just a styrofoam wreath center that I just wrapped with ribbon, so I would get that 7 inches that I wanted to make sure that it was going to cover all of these pipe cleaner spots here. So I'm just going to attach this real quick just so you guys could see kind of how that part comes together. If you don't know what plastic grid is, it's just a canvas. I think they use it for crochet, but it works very well as a way to hold things in the center of flower wreaths. So that's all. I just slide it through there and then pulled it through. Now if I was making this to sell, I would probably do a little bit more with attaching this, but it's just for me, so it works. And then obviously you have a hot mess of pipe cleaners back here, which I highly suggest covering with a piece of felt, or I see people use placemats from the Dollar Tree. Anything, you got to cover this up because it will scratch a door. So I, you know, just trim that up. And then once you flip it over, then that's it. That's pretty much ready to go. So I'm gonna go pop this outside and just do my usual where I film all around it so you could see. But that's it. It's super simple, super easy, a little time consuming, and I do think there are a lot of possibilities here with this. So I am definitely looking forward to playing around with this a little bit more. If you guys play around with it or if you make it, can you just let me know? Because I love to see what you guys make. So if you can, you know, somehow send me a picture or let me know, because the whole point of why I do this, now I know it's not nearly as often as I used to, but my whole point is because I do just love to see what other people make. So if you can, let me know. If you do decide, go ahead with it. And I hope this explains everything. If you have any questions, let me know. And I do plan to be doing some more with this in the future, so stay tuned for that. And as always, thank you for watching.